Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Darth mod. We're playing as the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and last time around we defended Moscow and dispelled quite a large army. As we can see the remnants of right here. There are other forces close by, but if I actually take them on by the fort, I should be fine. In between the episode, I've gone ahead and deleted this enemy force right here, as I moved out this force, took care of them, and I also followed up the troops that were retreating after the battle down here, and so finalized their defeat, and everything to the south now is cleared. So we should be fine with progressing from this town. We've got one enemy force here, which could be then we would move there, or it would maybe be better to actually attack the sort of supply points of the enemy. But enough of that. So at this point I thought, you know what, I don't have any more moves to make. I should go ahead and turn, but then I forgot something. Namely, that I'd send my navy around to go ahead and release my port up in the Black Sea, and we came across this. So I was almost about to forget this naval battle right here, because these guys were. It's almost lots and lots of camels that they bring. Anyways, I need to stop them because I mean they could be going for Scandinavia, but I think given how clever, within quotation marks, the AI is, they'd probably go to capture my holdings in the Caribbean. But still, we need to crush them, because it is the enemy, and the last naval battle we had was pretty well received. I think naval battle is one of those things where there's some real die-hard fans that really like the Age of Sails and likes this kind of combat, and then there's the guys that don't enjoy it at all. But here we don't have that many naval battles, and given that most of the recent ones have been land battles, I think it's safe to say you want to see this one, because it's a rather big naval battle as well. So without further ado, let's take on the Ottoman Navy and blast them to Athos Smithereens. It looks like theirs is a weathered fleet, so it's been thrashed quite a bit. They have one second rate. I have all second rates. They do have some of concern. I do believe they have one of those bomb ships. They basically have a big. There we have the bomb ketch that fires a howitzer shot, and that has a tendency. You know what? They have more of second rates actually. They have 4 second rates. So those could be a little bit dangerous, but they have a lot of small boats as well. Anyways, enough talking. Let's go ahead and sink these bastards and be done with it. And the naval fight is kicking off. I've gone ahead with the strategy of putting the ships in 2 rows, putting them like this, putting all the ships abreast like this, because, well, I couldn't really fit them in long lines. So, oh shit, this one's already on fire, which is not that great. However, we're gonna continue through. The thing is, these ships are quite hard to maneuver, and so they put out the fire. So I'm just banking on the sheer firepower of the ships to carry the day against the enemy, which we can kind of see upon this Ottoman ship, which side was completely torn apart. We're about to come on either side of this one. He delivered his broadside, and I think this ship was put afire again. But this one received shots from either side. Kind of completely annihilating it, almost. And then if they... I mean, they managed to survive that first broadsides. Now they're about to come in for the second go, as the second line abreast is about to rake these bastards as the enemy is turning. Probably going to be some friendly fire here as we go through. Everyone's kind of covering aboard the ships. I would have probably liked to see the Marines at least try to open fire upon the enemy. There's so many cannons just blasting these guys to bits. And I liked how it actually seemingly aimed all the shots back here. I kinda liked it. Maybe what they should have done is actually aim for the front, so the shots would have traveled through the length of the ship. But I kind of hoping they were trying to get for the Admiral. Look at that hole right there. I think this one looks like it's riding pretty heavy in the water, and it's also actually surrendered. It's probably gonna sink, because it looks like that. Major holes, and it's taking on water. This one's still going though, and this one surrendered and actually holding up this ship. Got massive fire at the back of this one, or did have. We have a few other Turkish ships. This one's on fire. And this is one of their second-rate ships. But it's already lost half its gun. I think it was already broken as they... Ooh, shit. Just raked there. They're down to 32 guns and they've lost over half their crew. And they're on fire. This one has a great likelihood of exploding, as it received yet another shot for... Oh, there goes the main mast. Well, not the main mast, but... Maybe you should keep an eye on that one. That one might explode. We've got another one that's surrendered over here. This one's wavering. Getting torn apart. Here's another second rate. The Mahujadeen is getting torn up by the Charge. But it's kind of gone into an absolute mess here now. We're lining up to rake this one. Cutting through the decks. Opening up big holes in the side of this one. Look at that. That guy almost fell out. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen to this small one, as that one is going to come in between these two big ships and receive quite a bit of fire. Both ships are going to exchange volleys. If he's lucky, the big one is... Oh, it's surrendered already. But I think he's sinking. Here's another one of our enemy ship. I was confused there by the color, since we have a similar red color. And I get caught in between, getting raked from either side. This one's apparently on fire, although you can't see it. Ah, this one. Still fighting. Oh, shit. That did not go too well, as it completely set our ship on fire. See if we can put that out, otherwise that's gonna spread. No, my crew is abandoning ship, I just noticed. Because they rode so close to that. So we've lost one ship, but we've devastated quite a few of the enemies. As we can see passing through here. A few of the second rates of the enemy is going pretty well. I think we'll try to stay clear of this one, as it might very well explode. And then we do have a few of the enemy that is still fighting back here. We have one of ours that surrendered. It's actually... Oh shit. Get out of there. This one's about to explode any second now. Luckily for us, it's probably going to take with it that Turkish ship. That massive second rate. It seemed to have set both ships on fire. This one surrendered. The thing is, we're continuing forward, but a lot of the fighting now... Oh, we've got another one of the enemy this time around. Completely aflame and explodes. Killing loads of its crew. And sinking to the bottom. At this point, it might be well to actually take command of the fighting, rather than just have them steam through the enemy. Okay, we have quite a few that's on fire. I think what we'll do with these... First of all, I'll break up the formations. I'll order these to halt, if I can. And these two. We will have some continue forward, but some has to turn. I think these... It's gonna have to turn back-ish. Something like that. And then we can see about these moving in a line. They're gonna move into the wind, which isn't that great, but I want them to go towards there, if they can. Oh, we have one of our ships. Another ship just exploded. So we have quite a few ships. Oh, there's another one that's about to explode. Really close to one of ours. Hopefully the flames will not carry over. And no, they didn't. So this one's safe. Safe for now anyways, going alongside enemy Turkish ship. Okay, they're gonna fire on this side. You can see some people running across the upper deck. Not really manning all the guns, are they? You can see some guns upstairs not being manned. Oh, we have another one of ours that are on fire. That's probably gonna explode as well. There's another one of ours that's surrendered. This one's wavering. Okay, looks like the moving across abreast has not really worked, as we have kind of a lot of ships stuck there. It's going to take a while to try and untangle them. We'll try... Boom! That one just exploded without warning. There's a lot of ships exploding here. This one's almost kind of like a fire ship. If it had been a little bit faster and gone straight into this one. What ships do I have? What I think we do... So I want everyone to halt. And I want to break the formation. And then... Has everyone halted? And then I want these. What we'll do is we'll turn with the wind and we'll turn up towards these. These will certainly catch up to us at some point. And you will just lie there in the way of the enemy. And you will go through up there. And you will continue up through there. We've lost quite a few ships. I think I've lost 5 as at the look of it. Out of my 20 should leave me 15 ships. I think I had roughly 20. It's not going too great here, because they've kind of caught on to each other first and the second line. I'll have these 3 gonna turn towards the enemy. Better to keep moving a little bit, just to reduce the enemy's accuracy on you. Most of everything is just blown to pieces here. This one's surrendered and sinking. This one is speeding up to get up alongside this one. So why don't we let him? We'll let the bastard come up next to us. Was that their admiral? I doubt it. But their admiral died. Oh, he died on this one. How did that happen, though? We will be raking the admiral ship as we continue on this course, but from a distance. And now this ship is gonna go boom boom as well. Hopefully that will keep him out of the fight. Got 2 surrendered ships over here. Those will be returned once I actually win the battle, so it's not that bad. Right, I want all the ships to turn back to deal with the Ottomans over there. You have your routing. You will pursue the Ottomans as well, if you can. So at this point, I mean, the real force that I have left, I'm not going to count these 2 because they're kind of wavering and broken. But we'll count all of these. So we've got 5 here, and then we've got 5 there. 11 here, plus that one is 12. Means that I've lost 8. Well, we have to count these as well, even though they're not that active in the fighting anymore. They are gonna try to rake these guys as they continue to drive away, or sail away, I should say. Facing the combined broadsides of 2 second rates. This 5th rate is probably not going to do too well. And then we're just going to run straight into each other over here. You know what? Go straight into the wind. And maybe you can turn a little bit more to the south. Everyone should actually turn a little bit more to the south to get further into the wind. Actually, maybe not. Not these ones, because these ones will be laying fire upon these as these approach and destroy them, while these go up, or up. They go to the south to kind of block these guys. Oh, now you're on fire as well. See if he can actually avoid getting taken out in that explosion as well. I never even noticed where they had the bomb ship. I think you'll have to turn a little bit more towards here to actually get some shots in. The Ottoman ship's coming through here. Let's see if I can lay right in front of that one. And lie right in front of that one and completely just stop them. Same with this one. We'll kind of lay in front of that one. And then it's an absolute mess here. Where I can kind of... Ooh, was that an explosion or something? This one's on fire. I guess there was so many ships firing at once. And that's why the frames are tanking. I guess we could try and get some kind of boarding action going somewhere. One of their last second-rate ships. Oh, this one's on fire. We'll try to avoid him then. And order him to halt. But as these are not very maneuverable, it might take a bit. Oh shit! That Ottoman ship just blew up. And it's gonna cast flames all across onto our second rate, which was already on fire. And that one is completely turned ablaze at this point. And it's most likely gonna explode and it's second now. And that's probably gonna take with it the Ottoman ship. There's still people on board. Abandoned ship, you morons. The ship's about to explode. Someone caught on the lower deck. I mean, there is kind of a hole so you can kind of get out of there. I don't know which is worse. Maybe this is more on the climbed upwards. Oh, there it went. The Ottoman ship seemed to have caught fire, and that was enough for them to give up. The boarding action is about to commence here. Or did he? No, he surrendered. What Ottoman ships are still fighting? That one right over there. Kaboom. And that one up there. But all I need to do is kind of turn these two against him. And then if we have these, turn out to fire on this one. And hopefully we can win the battle before too many other of the burning ships, like that one, explodes. We'll certainly not be able to run through the blockade at the current configuration. Got that Ottoman ship is about to go belly up, but we can't seem to abort. There we go. Quickly now. Ooh, throwing some flames over into our ship, of course. Hold. Take care of that fire before the ship explodes. Right, it is only this one now. And it seems to be just trying to run away. No, it's actually turning. But it's out of reach of our guns at this point. Let the other one pass. Are you dealing with the fire? I hope you are. They're kind of steady and whatever. Let's see, there was another one that was on flame. That one. has dealt with its flames. I hope this one... Oh shit. Get out of there. Okay, he's turning right into us now. Lay everything on him. Let's win this bloody battle. That he even tries to come back into the fighting. He's wavering. So just one more good shot at him. There we go. That was probably enough. Clearly not. That should be enough. Go on then. Surrender. I mean, he's got 3 second rates. Able to lay their entire broadsides on him. While I don't even think he has his forward guns anymore. His forward chasers. Looks like they've been blown away if he ever had any. And he's routing, but he hasn't surrendered. I guess he could have I guess maybe if he's quick, he could turn the ship around and try to avoid getting blasted to bits. This is gonna be a complete victory. So I'm gonna have to ask you to surrender. Go on then. I mean, you got nothing left, so I don't see why you're still insisting. Right, switch to... There we go. Victory. Close victory, which I can understand, because I almost lost half the fleet. Probably should have taken more care to actually devise another plan. What I think was concerned from the start was the distance in between the first and the second. I wanted them to be close enough that the enemy wouldn't go in between the two and kind of stop the second one. But then again, I didn't want them to be close enough that if first one was stopped, the second one would run into it and it would be complete mess, which it kind of became at the end there. But I don't know, victory. I mean, this isn't a super important part of the overall war, as even though the trade from like 5 countries is blocked, I'm still making tons of money, so it wasn't that important. But it was an excuse to get a naval battle. And I mean, I had recruited the Navy, so why not use it? And here we have the actual results of the battle. So I deployed 20 ships, which we lost 5. The enemy deployed 30 ships, where they lost 21 of those, and where 10 of them were captured. Oh, here we go. Here's the actual crew. So we've got one of our ships managed to kill 3 enemy ones, losing 81 men of its crew. Here's another one that managed to lose not a single crew and kill 2. I'm imagining this must be ships that they count on this side, because it cannot be crew. With all that fire and with all that explosion and everything going around, it cannot be that we only killed, what, 3, 5, 10 enemy crew. Especially since some of 5 of ours lost every hand. Not that much experience gained from such an immense battle. In total, just 5 chevrons spread over 4 ships. It's not that impressive. It doesn't say... Oh, here we go. Second rate ship of the line. We're gonna take that one. What's this then? Second rate... 5th rate... 5th rate. Not really interested in the 5th rates and the brigs and stuff. 5th rate. 2nd rate. 4th rate. I'm gonna take that one though. Gonna take this one. 2nd rate. Or maybe, you know what? I should take everything. Because the prize money doesn't matter. And we're probably gonna need all of this for taking on the rest of the Ottomans. So the entire fleet was sunk and their army was destroyed. We need to find a friendly port though to anchor. And that's the closest one. Hopefully we'll be able to anchor there before the enemy turns up and attacks us, because we lost a lot. I wonder, what I really would like is maybe some rocket ships. Can I have rocket ships? Or is that the next? Yes, it is the next thing is rocket ships. And the naval hospital enables it, but the naval hospital isn't the final like version. What do I need? It's probably something here that I need. Anyways, we're gonna end turn, but I'm gonna do it off camera, and then we're gonna see where to strike next. So for next video we'll be starting afresh. We're gonna have lots of options for where to do battle, and it can also be the fact that the enemy would draw into battle with us. But that will be for the next video. So for this one, I hope you enjoyed this naval battle, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!